Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Shri Parmesh Shah to deliver the keynote address.
Thank you for being so patient and listening to so many people. I hope you are gaining from what's happening and you must have picked a lot of ideas. I want to thank Abhishek and Administration of India for hosting this. I've been following the activities. What I like about what you do is that you are going to the heartland of India. Particularly, I'm following your work in Bihar, the startup Bihar enclave and other things which you have done, which really fosters entrepreneurship in the hinterland of India, where a lot of people with ideas are there, but they don't get converted into enterprise ideas. So I want to congratulate the EI team for that. I will just raise 2 or 3 issues for you. India is going through enterprise transition. We have supported the self-help group movement and women entrepreneurs across Jivika in Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, and 29 states of India, where millions of micro-entrepreneurs among women have emerged from there. You will be surprised to know that 38% of the micro-entrepreneurs, MSMEs in India are women. But they stop at micro. They can't graduate to SMEs because there is no incubation facility. I'm just giving you an example of how so many women could become SMEs and create an opportunity if we had invested in the incubation ecosystem. Now, whatever incubation system you see is for the upper layer, which is, you see T-Hub and all, it is for a certain type of entrepreneurs who are primarily coming from urban areas, and we are able to barely scratch the surface. So in Tamil Nadu, we have, through one of our projects, invested in block level incubation. There are 40 blocks which have incubation facilities of the highest order available there. And as a World Bank, our dream is to go to all the blocks in India and have a block level incubation entrepreneur, so that the first persons with ideas, young entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, tier 2 cities, 3 cities, rural areas, have an incubation as a public good. And I don't think private sector will invest in block level incubation. It is the role of the government to create an enterprise ecosystem where any aspiring entrepreneur should have access to incubation. Now, if you want to do incubation at a large scale, it will not happen through a physical facility. We have to develop digital facility, and we are now working on an AI chatbot for entrepreneurs, which could, that you could ask 15 questions. All the data which entrepreneurs need is at the back end, and those questions get answered. So I'd like AI to work with us to harvest all the questions which entrepreneurs are asking, so that we could build a back-end data platform through artificial intelligence to service all the entrepreneurs who can ask. And this will not be just chatbot, this will be IVR and all the kinds of things. So we would like to work with the entrepreneurs here in designing this incubation facility. So it's like you have a virtual incubator and you have a physical incubator. So I think we have to provide millions of entrepreneurs in India with virtual incubation. Otherwise, we are not taking advantage of the whole digital revolution. So I think virtual incubator for all India entrepreneurs is a very important project we should pursue. The second is, we also need sectoral incubators, because every sector is different. Manoj was here, Singh, you were here. We are working with them in UP to set up an incubator on AgTech. Maharashtra, we are setting up a center, AgTech incubator with Maharashtra, Karnataka, all of them. A dedicated incubator where agricultural universities will bring their data and research. A lot of students who are developing ideas also come in and do that. Now in Africa, in Kenya, we have developed such a mechanism in which almost 140 startups are now being incubated, and suddenly you see a lot of products and services being made in agriculture. In India, I think we have to create geographically an incubator in every state, but we have to create sectoral incubators. And I think every sector is unique in their own way. So I think I feel that the government should invest at least 5% of the total resources in creating these dedicated incubators. T-hubs and all will not appear on its own, and government puts in a lot of money and all. But there should be a concerted effort to do that. Now the final point I want to make is that we are going to have an AI summit in India, in February, global AI summit. Now, I feel that all entrepreneurs should get access to AI-enabled knowledge and learning as an entitlement. Because if you don't give those, then the startups will remain behind, the corporates would have learned AI, and we will create an AI divide among the startup community and others. So, I think I'm making a case that AI services should be available to all the startups as part of this ecosystem, so that they don't have to invest in AI. Now, I'll give you another piece of data. Startups all over the world invest 70% time in data collection of their own. Only 20% time on analyzing data and only 10% in scaling. That's why all startups have not crossed that scale. They always remain small. If we reverse this pyramid and we make data available to startups, based on which they should spend more time on developing products and services and business models. And I think whichever country we have done it, we have seen the quality of the startups and the number of startups and their scale and size increases exponentially. So, digital public infrastructure for startups is an idea which we are going to pursue now. I think many state governments have agreed that these resources will be available to all the startups. You don't have to run after it. If you have to run after something, that's not necessary. Most government departments hold on to data. They don't do data exchange. They have tons of data, but that's never available to startups. So startups also start collecting the same data which government already has. And then we keep on doing it in a very inefficient way. So I think artificial intelligence will now allow us to have that data available. You can ask 15 questions every startup. That backend platform should be able to answer those questions, and you spend more time on customer interface, and which is your strength. Your outreach with the customers, building unique technology and customer models is what the startup should be doing in future. The final point is that there will be AI labs established now in many states in India, of which startups will become the main clients. And we are trying to work with the government so that we actively seek startups in co-designing these AI labs. You could come with problems to these AI labs. They will have expertise from good technology companies. So Google, Microsoft, they are also joining that lab. Indian Institute of Sciences, lots of IITs and all will become contributors to those AI labs. But the problems will be posed by the startups. And Abhishek, this is something you should work with us institutionally and help us create this product so that we are answering the 250 questions which the startups of our country want answered while they are doing their design, while they are implementing, and it should be that they should become active clients of the AI system. We don't want AI revolution to come and bypass the startups. This will be the tragedy for the country that if we are not, but we should get a foothold into the AI world naturally. To the ministers, we are saying that please consider digital infrastructure as part as physical infrastructure. In the new world, if you invest in physical infrastructure and you have not invested in digital public infrastructure like data and AI, you will be left behind in the competitiveness world also. So thanks for inviting me, and I look forward to interacting more formally with AI and working with you as we go forward. And in Bihar, we are designing a new project. It's an open offer to you, come and become a strategic partner for the new Bihar project. Thank you very much.
Mr. Abhishek Kumar, President of EAI, to provide Sir with a stall and a memento as a token of love and respect to grace our stage.